And it's my distinguished privilege to introduce Jeff Hunter from the great state of Tennessee.
Good evening, folks. My name is Jeff Hunter. I'm the director of Tennessee Wild, which is a campaign focused on protecting Tennessee's Cherokee National Forest. And if you've never been there, it's absolutely beautiful. I hope you'll come down and visit sometime. In addition to protecting the forest and trying to get some wilderness added to the forest, we also try to inspire folks to come out and take stewardship of these important public lands. And we've done a pretty good job doing that, getting folks out, learning how to use a crosscut saw. In Tennessee, we are blessed to have a senior senator, Senator Lamar Alexander, who shares that special connection with place that all of you here in this room understand and share. And in this case, when I'm talking about place, I'm talking about the mountains of East Tennessee. Senator Alexander grew up in these mountains, he grew up hiking in these mountains, and he makes his home there today. He is a tireless champion for these mountains, whether we're talking about protecting the 10,000-acre Rocky Fork Track in Unicoi County, Tennessee, or protecting the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, including protecting the air quality in the park. It's something that the senator can be counted on at all times. Or in this case, I've been working with his staff and with the senator on the Tennessee Wilderness Act of 2011 that designates 19,556 acres of the forest as federal wilderness. This is the first wilderness bill in Tennessee since Ronald Reagan signed the Tennessee Wilderness Act of 1986. That's 26 years ago. So it is my pleasure and privilege to introduce to you all Senator Lamar Alexander from the great state of Tennessee.
You do a good job. Right here, 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Jeff. I should really be honoring you and the coalition in Tennessee. It's done such a good job on the new Wilderness Act. Wasn't much for me and Senator Corker to do, but just introduce it and get it through committee, which we've now done, because you did such a good job of working with communities, with hikers, with campers, with people who might be affected by it, and clearing up any misinformation and gathering support for that. So that's a real model example of how a coalition of people who care about the outdoors can do so well. You know, Egypt has its pyramids, England has its history, Rome has its art, the United States has the great American outdoors, and we're here to celebrate that today. There are many ways to celebrate it. I was chairman of the President's Commission on American Outdoors about a generation ago, and a group of us looked at our country to see where we could, what we could do to have places to do what we wanted to do in appropriate ways outdoors. There's a lot left to do. We've had a pretty good clean air discussion over the last couple of weeks in Congress, which I've been in the middle of. One of the things that I try to remind Tennesseans is that for us, clean air not only is better health, but it means better jobs. We have 9 million visitors a year who come to see the Great Smoky Mountains, not the Great Smoggy Mountains, and we want to keep it, we want to improve that way. The Cherokees could see 100 miles from the top of Clingman's Dome through the natural blue haze, but on a bad air day in the Smokies now, you can only see 24 miles. And I believe the two new clean air rules, which we have, are going to help make it easier for us to live healthier lives, but they're also going to make it easier for our communities to recruit industries who don't cause the communities to be outside the attainment standards, which is the problem for most of our metropolitan areas. So I'm really here today to honor you, to say thank you to our coalition in Tennessee that's done such a good job in putting together support for the Tennessee Wilderness Act, the one we're trying to enact right now, and to thank you very much for inviting me.